Orndorff has had a whale of a game today for the Rangeview Raiders.
He's got to have over or close to 300 yards of all-purpose. Yeah, got to. Played a whale of a game of it. 3 minutes 45 seconds remaining in the game. The ball is spotted at the Lobo 34-yard line. It's where the Raiders will go on offense and probably wind the clock down.
And we have some sort of delay here, Adam.
Yeah.
Why, I do not know.
This time I'm looking for a hurt player on the sideline here. Don't have one there.
Well, there is a
I think it's just a timeout
on the sideline, but he's well off the field of play.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay. It is not the proverbial commercial timeout. That's for sure. On first down and 10 from the 34-yard line. Long count by Kimbley. The handoff will go to, whoa, where's that? Number 20. Is that going to be Orndorff again?
No,
I don't think so.
Jeff Orndorff. It is number
31 or 21?
21, Tyrone Johnson. Now it is number 31, Travis Smith.
Travis Smith into the game. So a lot of the extra players get a chance to play today.
Yeah, also in the backfield now for the Raiders is number 23, Ryan Holman.
On second down and 8. That one to go to number 23, Ryan Holman, who just came into the game. He'll get a little action, pick up a yard. Perhaps just a yard. Actually about 2.5 feet. 2 minutes 45 seconds remaining in this first round Colorado State playoff game. The Rangeview Raiders lead the Lobos 27-6 here at Aurora Public Schools Stadium. Into the game, Ebony Jefferson, number 42 for the Raiders. In motion, Wayne Doris to the left side. The handoff will go to Jefferson. He will run left. He's running free in the secondary. Can they catch up to him? Touchdown! Rangeview Raiders, Ebony Jefferson.
He turned and insert him into the lineup. He touches the ball for the first time and goes 30 yards for a touchdown, which expands the Raiders' lead to 33-6.
Let's another look at it. Ebony Jefferson with a good run. Look at the block by Wayne Doris.
Wayne Doris on the outside, springs him on the outside. Indeed he did. Good call, Adam. And then Ebony Jefferson shows he knows how to get to that end zone.
He's not going to be caught from behind. The drive, 3 plays, 33 yards for the score.
And Ken Kiprin on for the PAT.
Is it? No good. Well, the touchdown comes with 2 minutes 16 seconds remaining in the game.
And I think it is time, Adam, to go ahead.
Rangeview leads Rocky Mountain by a score 33-6 as they tell me, tell the score, folks. I wasn't going to interrupt you. Read it right off the screen.
Well, when we get orders, we follow them.
That's for sure. There's the Rangeview faithful having a real good time out at APS Stadium this afternoon. Yes, they got something to cheer about, for sure. You were going to interject something just prior to that. John Devlin always knows where and when to have a good time. Reggie Stacks tees it up at the 40-yard line. Lobo's probably hoping for a long run back. Going to be taken over on the right side by number 30 for the Lobos, Brian Lechlater.
That's a tough name to pronounce.
And they'll finally bring him down just across the 30-yard line. In fairness, now, the Lobo defense have played an awful lot in the second half.
Yeah, no doubt
and they've found themselves in some tough positions against a very good team. And when you give them 22 yards to go, short drives like that, you're not going to hold up under that kind of pressure.
Well, the Raiders just came out in the second half and took control along the line of scrimmage. Produced 2 long scoring drives on their first 2 chances, and that put the Rocky Mountain offense certainly behind the 8 ball. It put them in a catch-up position, and that's when the defense is able to tee off and the Raiders certainly have done that on Jay Gallagher.
For sure. The pass comes out to Greg Hodson, number 46. He'll pick up 5, maybe 6 yards. As they say, the defense got the chance to pin their ears back. Keep wondering what kind of entity they're referring to when they tell the defense they can pin their ears back. 1 minute and 20 seconds remaining.
Where do they come up with these terms?
Yeah, that would be a good book.
The origin of sports cliches.
For sure. On 2nd down and 4. The pitch out to number 30. Brian Lichtleitner. They'll stack him up. We'll roll under 1 minute remaining. This is a high school playoff game at Aurora Public Schools Stadium.
And another disposable fact we can
disposable fact?
Yes.
Let's get out the tissue.
Yes, with the Raiders assured of a victory here, they become the first APS team to pick up a state playoff victory since 1981. When the Gateway Olympians downed the Thomas Jefferson Spartans 9-8 in the first round.
All right, 28 seconds remaining to go in the game. The handoff to Lichtleitner again. He's getting a little experience this afternoon, and they'll finally run him out of bounds, or carry him out of bounds, at the 48-yard line.
Yeah, good hard running.
Yeah, that'll bring up a first down. It's good enough for a first down. 1st and 10. 21 seconds remaining to go in the game. Clock stopped. The Raiders lead at 33-6. Gallagher under center. He'll hand it off to Lichtleitner again. He's doing a pretty good job of running because you still have some key Rangeview players still in there. Like Reggie Stacks, number 49. He's still playing on the right side over there.
And Jake Trotter and Matt Pickett and Jeff Dorndorf is in there, and Tyrone Johnson as well.
On 2nd down and 1. The ball spot is at the Raider 43-yard line. 9 seconds remaining to go in the game. Gallagher sets, looks to throw his last pass of the game, puts it up in the middle of the field, wide open, number 22, Greg Comer. And that will wind it up. Well, they came out throwing for the last play. The Lobos gave it all they had. But they were in the 2 minutes. They gave their defense. Put them in a hole too many times. The Raiders took advantage of it. And they will win this game tonight. The first round of the playoffs, the Rangeview Raiders beat the Rockymountain Lobos 33-6. We'll be right back to wrap this game up right after this. Raiders take their first step toward hopefully a state playoff championship, defeating the Rockymountain Lobos at APS Stadium this afternoon, 33-6. Well, they did a lot of scoring today, John.
Well, very business-like performance by the Raiders. They not much flashy. They reacted well to the early challenge by the Lobos. In the second half, they just came out and really took control with just good hard running and excellent blocking up front. The Raiders look like an unbeaten veteran team on the way to the top today, that's for sure.
Okay. Well, the Raiders win it. And in another Class 4 playoff game, Montbello defeated Golden. And so the Rangeview Raiders will take on the Montbello Warriors next weekend.
Champions of the DPL. And certainly if the game is played here at APSS, it would figure that it would draw a very big crowd because, as you well know, Montbello is just a few miles up the road. That would figure to attract a lot of spectators here for this game. And I must make one comment, Adam. The 2 games that we've seen here at APSS this weekend, the crowds have been very, very disappointing.
Yeah, they most certainly have been. I hope that they can that they do increase as the Raiders move along. We've enjoyed bringing you these games all season long, and we'd like your comments regarding how well we have done. I tell you what, get out a pencil and a piece of paper and drop your comments to us here at Channel 2. The Raiders play Montbello next week. If Cherry Creek wins its second round game, we may have the Raiders taking on Creek. Yeah, the quarterfinal projections. It's time to go. We don't have time for projections. These games produced by Randy Simpson, TD by Bill McAllister, videotape Jeanette O'Mara. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. I'm Adam Dempsey, John Devlin from Aurora Public Schools Stadium. Again, the Rangeview Raiders defeat the Rocky Mountain Lobos by a score of 30.